Stars are the most widely recognized astronomical objects and represent the most fundamental building blocks of galaxies. The age distribution and composition of the stars in a galaxy trace the history, dynamics, and evolution of that galaxy. They are massive self-luminous celestial bodies of gas that shines by radiation derived from its internal energy sources. Of the tens of billions of trillions of stars composing the observable universe, only a very small percentage are visible to the naked eye. Many stars occur in pairs, multiple systems, or star clusters. There are billions of them, including our own Sun, in the Milky Way galaxy. It is impossible to know how many stars exist, but astronomers estimate that in our Milky Way galaxy alone, there are about 300 billion. How are stars born? Stars are born within the clouds of dust scattered throughout most galaxies. Turbulence deep within these clouds give rise to knots with sufficient mass that the gas and dust can begin to collapse under its own gravitational attraction. As the cloud collapses, the material at the center begins to heat up. Known as a protostar, it is this hot core at the heart of the collapsing cloud that will one day become a star. Life cycle of stars. A star's life cycle is determined by its mass. The larger its mass, the shorter its life cycle. A star's mass is determined by the amount of matter that is available in its nebula, the giant cloud of gas and dust from which it is born. Over time, the hydrogen gas in the nebula is pulled together by gravity and it spins. As the gas spins faster, it heats up and becomes a protostar. Eventually, the temperature reaches 15 crore degrees and nuclear fusion occurs in the cloud's core. The cloud begins to glow brightly, contracts a little, and becomes stable. It is a main sequence star and will remain in this stage, shining for millions to billions of years to come. This is the stage our Sun is at right now. It means our Sun can also die one day when it will run out of hydrogen in about 5 billion years ago. But worry not, our Sun is in the most stable phase of its life cycle and has been since the birth of our solar system about 4.5 billion years ago. Stars are not only just a random heavenly body of the universe. Let's say Sun, it is the only reason that the planets in the solar system remain stable and revolve around the Sun due to its gravitational pull. Types of stars. Solar type stars, hot blue stars, red dwarf stars, red giant stars, white dwarfs, neutron stars. Why stars twinkle? Stars do not really twinkle, they just appear to twinkle when seen from the surface of Earth. The stars twinkle in the night sky because of the effects of our atmosphere. When starlight enters our atmosphere, it is affected by winds in the atmosphere and by areas with different temperatures and densities. This causes the light from the star to twinkle when seen from the ground. Importance, superstitions, old timetables, constellations. So you all are aware of the importance of stars. They have always been a part of the life our ancestors till now. They have always played an important role in making their life easy and have many superstitions, religious importance. Stars played a key role in religion and proved vital to navigation. Few ancient sailors ventured out into the open sea. Instead, they sailed with sight of land in order to navigate. When that was impossible, ancient sailors watched constellations to mark their position. The ancient Minoans, who lived in the Mediterranean island of Crete from 3000 to 1100 BCE, left records of using the stars to navigate. For instance, many Christians believe the star was a miraculous sign to mark the birth of Christ. The first use of constellations was probably religious. People thought that the gods lived in the heavens and that they created them. Many cultures believed that the positions of the stars were their god's way of telling stories. Some religious beliefs. Shooting stars, also known as fallen stars, are superstitions that simply spotting one of these stars as it falls can bring good luck, though the rationale behind this custom changes based on who's telling the story. Some cultures claim that fallen stars represent souls that have been released from purgatory, allowing them to finally begin the ascent to heaven and peace. In Britain and other countries, a shooting star presents the soul of a new baby falling to earth, ready to begin a new life. Either way, the shooting star is said to possess a bit of magic, which means positive vibes and good luck for anyone who happens to gaze upon one. Farmers and others have used the stars to predict the weather since ancient times. One superstition from England warns that there will be a poor harvest when the evening star is low in the sky. Constellations. It is a group of stars that appears to form a pattern or picture like Orion, the Great Hunter, Leo the Lion, or Taurus the Bull. Constellations are easily recognizable patterns that help people orient themselves using the night sky. There are 88 official constellations. Each constellation is a collection of stars that are distributed in space in 3 dimensions. The stars are all different distances from the Earth. The stars in a constellation appear to be in the same plane because we are viewing them from very, very far away. Cassiopeia is a large constellation located in the northern sky. It was named after Cassiopeia, the vain and boastful queen in Greek mythology. The neighboring constellations are Andromeda, Camelopardalis, Cepheus, Lacerta, and Perseus. Scorpius constellation lies in the southern sky. It represents a scorpion and is associated with the story of Orion in Greek mythology. According to Greek mythology, Gaia, the goddess of the earth and protector of animals, was angered by Orion and asked Scorpio, a giant scorpion, to kill Orion before he could harm the animals. Scorpio attacked Orion and stung him with his stinger. Corona Borealis, the Northern Crown. Corona Borealis is a small but recognizable constellation in the northern sky. Its name means the Northern Crown in Latin. The constellation has only 4 stars. Corona Borealis lies between the constellation Bootes and Hercules and represents the crown of Ariadne, daughter of King Minos in Greek mythology, who helped the hero Theseus kill Minotaur. Most of the time when you go outside at night, you don't want to encounter any bears. However, there are always bears around you if you know where to look, up in the stars. Luckily, these bears won't be bothered by your presence. The bears are the constellations known as Ursa Major and Ursa Minor, or the Greater Bear and the Lesser Bear. The stars that make up these constellations are almost always visible in the northern hemisphere. The mother, Ursa Major, can be seen along with her son Ursa Minor permanently in the night sky. What after stars die? When a large star has burned all of its hydrogen fuel, it expands to become a red giant. This may be millions of kilometers across, big enough to swallow the planets Mercury and Venus. They try to keep alive by burning different fuels, but this only works for 1,000,000 years. Then they blow themselves apart in a huge supernova explosion. For a week or so, the supernova outshines all of the other stars in its galaxy. Then it quickly fades. All that is left is a tiny dense object, a neutron star or a black hole surrounded by an expanding cloud of a very hot gas. A star's life is a constant struggle against the force of gravity. Using observations of stars in all phases of their lives, astronomers have constructed a life cycle that all stars appear to go through. The fate and the life of a star depends primarily on its mass. A star is born, lives, and dies much like everything else in nature.